camera there in there 4 times. They have more exposure than anybody else ever has or possibly ever will. All right, now get your Canon cameras ready because this is a salute to AirVenture. It's going to be the downward bomber salute. Team leader Alan Henley brings in his right wingman and brother Mark Henley. He's off on the left wing. Heading about 45 degrees off. He'll do a half of a loop. Now, first one down. For the very near and there's no center once across the mountain. They'll be performing a snap right on top of this loop. This is for snap. Come on. Continue. Push that up. Difficult position they could possibly get. Moving, and they go just time on the right. Applause for the Aeroshell aerobatic team. All right. Now, this is the diamond ring. In diamond formation, they draw that big ring in the sky. Because, as everybody knows, Alan Stein, followed by Gene, followed by Aeroshell. Dakota, the man who restored this back to award-winning condition. And here's gentlemen, you have a race. Gene McKeely will then pull up and out in the Aeroshell race number 90. You'll be watching his racers from high overhead waiting for any trouble or any maydays, at which time he will dive in and assist whoever may be in trouble if that happens. So we've got a variety of areas going on. Ladies and gentlemen, that's Chad Lee. We're going to take off out there in front. Sound changes, but coming around with this airplane. Well, last 51 they had, they call the leeward air rail. The one that's showing the same sound, we can know the difference between the sound of the turboprop engine that is coming from out and the great Chad coming around with this airplane. This is just the way it's
Rounding off our Day 4 coverage from AirVenture 2003, Neil Armstrong joined 2 other astronauts to celebrate the marvels of spaceflight, including a special live voice connection with the International Space Station crew. In addition, Armstrong said a few words on the history of flight.
Well, right now we have an astronaut from the United States and a Russian cosmonaut who are sharing the International Space Station. We could actually talk to the cosmonaut because, Charlie, you speak fluent French and Russian, don't you?
That's correct.
But we set it up to talk to Dr. Ed Lu, I believe is his name, who is the American astronaut aboard. Now, Ed is aware that he's going to be talking to us. Of course, we had to set this telephone call up in advance. What he is not aware of, and what will be a surprise to him, is that there is a third astronaut who is about to join us on stage, a former astronaut, a man who really doesn't need very much of an introduction. Neil Armstrong, would you please come out and join us? Ed Lu, I think, is in position to receive our call. And Charlie, do you want to initiate the call?
I think we can. We ought to make a call to Houston. This is Oshkosh. Are you there with us online? Houston, this is Oshkosh. How do you hear?
Am I going to have to go behind?
Roger, Oshkosh. This is Houston.
We really didn't do it from behind stage.
Could it be the atmospherics?
It could be. It's a carrier wave. It's not quite getting its all its way here, I think.
There is a slight delay sometimes, too.
Just like on CNN when they ask the question and, 2 minutes later the reporter said, well, yes. We have to go even further than they do.
Maybe we can get some help from backstage with the sound folks. Maybe they know exactly where we are with the connection. We're working on it.
They're working on it. Houston and our own EAA technicians are working on the problem. Neil, so nice to have you. We're honored by your presence here tonight.
Thank you. It's always a great pleasure to be in Oshkosh.
And I can tell you that after we complete our telephone call to the International Space Station, Mr. Armstrong is going to speak to us, and he's not going to talk about the moon. And in fact, when I introduced you tonight, this may be the first time anybody ever introduced you without mentioning the moon. But there's a reason for that. Neil has a very important message that he feels very passionate about, very important to all of us, and very significant in this significant year. What are you doing these days?
I retired last year, and clearly I don't have the hang of it yet. I'm going to have to go back to work to find some time for myself. Busy all the time.
I asked Neil this morning if he was still flying, and he said that I'm still current.
Yeah, I'm still legal, and I keep tricking the doctors every year. They think I can read the eye chart.
You three have known each other. You obviously are in a different generation of astronaut than Neil Armstrong.